This shark just jumped into the boat! What?
Keep hearing movement in the woods behind me. The woods behind the camera, shall I say, in front of me. Again.
Fishing is supposed to be peaceful. Just water, patience, and maybe a lucky catch. But cameras don't lie, and sometimes they capture moments no one was meant to see. These 30 shocking encounters reveal just how fast a calm day by the water can turn dangerous, disturbing, or downright terrifying. Let's dive in.
This shark just jumped into the boat! What?
Okay, watch out.
Holy crap! Jumped out of the freaking water into the boat!
Oh my god. Holy shit. He just smoked me in the fucking head.
Are you okay, bro?
Shit.
Holy
No,
crap!
jumped right over me.
He jumped over you, bro! Oh my god!
It starts calm. Rod set, ocean flat, friends laughing. Nothing unusual. Then the water erupts. A huge shadow bursts from below, straight up, straight in. A shark rockets out of the sea and lands on the deck. Chaos explodes instantly. Shouts, feet scrambling, gear clattering. The boat feels too small for both people and predator. The shark thrashes wildly. Its tail smacks the floor. Its body spins in confusion. Every swing knocks rods loose. One disappears overboard. Another bends, then snaps. Someone yells that the trolling motors hit. It's kicked back into the water. The boat lurches. The crew is stunned but still yelling instructions over one another. Don't touch it. Stay back. Move, move, move. The camera catches just how close this came. One guy ducking as the shark's body slams inches from his head. You can almost feel the spray hitting the lens. Nobody's hurt, but the panic is real. A 200-plus-pound animal is fighting for its life in the middle of the deck. And all they can do is hold back and hope it finds its way out. Finally, after endless seconds of thrashing, the shark launches itself back toward the waves. With one final splash, it's gone. Silence. Heavy breathing. The crew stares at the empty deck like they just survived a car crash. 2 rods lost, motor damaged, but everyone's still standing. This clip proves something simple. You don't have to hook the biggest predator in the sea. Sometimes it hooks you.
Just watch out the depth.
There he is!
Oh my god. Dylan. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh my god, Dylan.
The camera zooms in. Something's drifting. A man, alone, exhausted, barely moving in the open ocean. The crew shouts the moment they spot him. There he is! There he is. Panic mixes with urgency as they rush closer. You can feel the scramble on deck, ropes tossed, hands reaching, everyone fighting to pull him in. Seconds matter. Out here, even strong swimmers don't last long. Finally, relief hits. They drag him over the side, safe, alive. Voices shake with disbelief. Oh my God, Dylan! Rescues like this almost never happen. The ocean is too vast, too unforgiving. Miss a person by a few feet and they're gone forever. But luck, timing, and sharp eyes lined up. Against the odds, he made it back. It's one of those rare fishing encounters where the real catch of the day wasn't a trophy fish, it was a human life.
Caramba, agora eu vi aquela carniça lá, tem bicho morto aqui, ó. Aqui.
A group of friends is out on kayaks, fishing in calm water. Laughter carries across the surface. Everything feels normal. Then someone notices something drifting near the shore. At first, they think it's an animal, maybe a capybara. One of them paddles closer. The camera follows, shaky from the unease. The truth hits hard. It isn't an animal. It's human remains, still clothed, floating just beneath the surface. Voices drop. The mood changes instantly. Nobody jokes now. The fisherman who found it calls the authorities, his voice low but steady. They wait, keeping watch until officials arrive. Out of respect, they film no further, but later he explains the scene. How the discovery turned their fishing trip into something they'll never forget. The body is recovered, an investigation begins. Who the person was, how they ended up there, those answers never came. It's one of those clips that reminds you, the water doesn't just hide fish, sometimes it hides secrets you wish you'd never seen.
16 Old Horse Lake. Laid her down enough to just make her out.
Dad, what is that?
Wow, look at that. A bear. Standing on his neck.
A family sets up near Wild Horse Lake in Oregon. Just another day fishing, kids laughing, poles ready. Then one of the daughters spots movement in the distance. She points. The camera zooms. A massive figure moves quickly across the hillside. Too big to be a person, too upright to be a bear. Voices rise. Dad, what is that? Confusion, fear, and awe all mixed together. The father fumbles for his camera, but the figure vanishes before he can get a clear shot. Luckily, his daughter snaps a photo just in time. The image shows a towering shape against the slope. Broad shoulders, long stride, the kind of silhouette that sparks debate instantly. Some say it's Bigfoot, others insist it's just a hiker in the wrong place at the wrong time. But one thing is certain, the remote forests of Steens Mountain are known for strange sightings. And this family walked away believing they'd seen something not easily explained. Whether myth or monster, the footage keeps the mystery alive.
Oto jak hipopotamy reagują na intruzów na swoim terytorium. Przy takich olbrzymach nawet ludzie w łodziach nie mogą czuć się bezpiecznie.
Tourists float quietly down a river, cameras out, watching wildlife. It's calm, peaceful. Up ahead, a hippo surfaces. At first, it looks relaxed, just moving through the water. Everyone leans in for a closer shot, and then everything flips. The animal jerks forward, eyes locked, ears flat, a warning charge. The boat rocks as voices shout, "Go! Go! Go!" The hippo explodes from the water, surging toward them with terrifying speed. Most people don't realize it, but hippos are among the most aggressive animals on Earth. Faster than they look. Stronger than you think. The footage shows just how close it gets. Spray flying, the boat's motor straining to pull away. Finally, distance builds. The hippo slows, sinking back into the murky water. The tourists sit in stunned silence, realizing how close they came to disaster.
I keep hearing movement in the woods behind me. The woods behind the camera, shall I say, in front of me. Again then. So I don't know if they're making their way over this side because they might have seen my light, or it could be other people coming down here. Right, so I'm literally just here in the hammock, and all of a sudden all I hear is bang, 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 like 3 gunshots. It's literally what it sounded like, 3 gunshots. So I looked over to where those other lads are camping. You can see the torches moving through the trees.
A man heads out bushcrafting, setting up his hammock deep in the forest. The area has a dark reputation. Local legends speak of a headless horseman haunting these woods. At first, it's quiet, just wind and distant branches, but as night falls, the noises start, cracks echo in the dark, heavy steps. Then, 3 sharp bangs, gunshots, or something else. His camera catches beams of light weaving through the trees, other campers moving but too far away to explain the sounds. Then it gets stranger. A rock suddenly lands near his camp, thrown from the shadows. He calls out, no answer. More flashes of light, moving closer. The tension builds. He packs up fast, deciding he's not welcome here. But even after relocating, the feeling of being watched never fades. Eventually, he abandons the area entirely. The clip ends with him leaving in the dead of night, convinced the legends might hold more truth than he thought.
Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! There's a snake crawling out of the fish's mouth, bro. Oh my.
A fisherman reels in what looks like a routine catch. He holds it steady, getting ready to unhook. Then the unthinkable happens. From the fish's mouth, something starts to move. Scales part. A snake begins sliding out, alive. The boat erupts in disbelief, shouts, curses, pure shock. Nobody can believe what they're seeing. The fish had swallowed the snake whole, but somehow the reptile survived. Now it's crawling back out, twisting across the deck. The camera zooms close, capturing every horrifying second. The slimy body writhing free, the fisherman stepping back in disbelief. It's the kind of clip that sticks in your head. Proof that sometimes the most disturbing part of a catch isn't what's on the hook, it's what comes out of it.
Is that a cave? No way. There's a cave right there. What do we got in here? Oh boy, this is nice. Is that a head? Oh my gosh, it's a head. No way. What is that? Is that a coyote? I'm not very smart on which heads these bones are, but it looks like a coyote, I'm pretty sure. Get over here. Wow, there's really not much else in here, but you could easily probably get all the way back in there and stand up.
While exploring a quiet stretch of river, a fisherman notices something unusual, a dark opening in the rocks, a cave. Curiosity wins. He steps inside, camera light bouncing against damp stone. Bones scatter the ground, some small, some larger. One skull, sharp-toothed, likely from a coyote. He pushes deeper. More bones appear, insects crawling across the floor, sticks mixed with the remains. Enough space that a person could stand upright in the back. The air feels heavy, the silence, unsettling. It's clear this place has been used before, by animals or maybe something else. After a quick look around, he decides he's seen enough. The cave is left behind, but the footage lingers. Far offshore, a group of fishermen fights to land a monster tarpon. The rod bends, the water churns, and after a long battle, they win. The fish breaks the surface, massive and silver, hauled toward the boat. But before they can claim their prize, the ocean answers back. From below, a whale surges upward. In a single move, it rips the tarpon away like it's nothing. Shouts explode, shock, disbelief, laughter mixed with panic. One of the biggest fish they'll ever catch is gone in an instant. The boat rocks in silence afterward. Out here, they realize they're not the only hunters. At first, the water looks calm, just ripples. Then the camera catches something moving below. Massive. A broad, ridged back glides just under the surface. It's no ordinary fish. The crew leans over the rail, pointing, voices rising with excitement and disbelief. It's a sturgeon, prehistoric in size, armored like a dragon, slowly cutting through the water as if it owns the river. The footage lingers as the creature surfaces, its scale and power clear. It dwarfs the boat, then sinks back into the depths without a trace. For a moment, it feels like a myth comes alive, a living relic, proof that some monsters of the past never really left. What's the last thing you expect to hear while fishing? Waves, birds, maybe a splash. But not this. A sharp crack rips through the air, a gunshot. The fisherman ducks instantly, pure instinct. A bullet just missed him. Inches from disaster. The camera shakes as voices scramble. Get down, get down! Nobody knows where it came from. Was it a hunter? A reckless shot from the shore? Or something else entirely? Seconds feel like forever. Eyes scan the tree line. Silence then. Movement. Someone spots a figure in the distance. Relief crashes in as they realize it's another fisherman, not an active threat. Still, the shock doesn't fade quickly. Imagine standing with your rod in hand 1 second, then realizing a stray round nearly ended your day the next. In the end, no one's hurt. But the clip leaves you with a question you can't shake. When danger comes out of nowhere, how fast would you react?
Ikaw matatanda. Naburot. Oh. Na, tawas ta na, nangara. Sumantar na. Wala. Higda na. Woo. Oh, wala. Oh.
Two fishermen in Russia weren't expecting a catch at all. They weren't even reeling. They were digging. What they pulled from the muddy riverbank wasn't fish. It was history. Massive ivory tusks, preserved in the frozen ground for thousands of years. The camera shows them hauling the curved giants out of the dirt, disbelief written all over their faces. In this part of Siberia, mammoth tusks are like gold. Locals sometimes search riverbeds hoping to strike it rich, but finding one is rare. Finding several? Almost impossible. The footage captures the moment the ancient world surfaces in their hands. Smooth ivory, scarred with age, still intact. It's not just a fishing trip anymore. It's a discovery worth thousands of dollars. And a reminder of just how much the past still hides beneath the present. What started as a day by the water turned into a once-in-a-lifetime excavation. Proof that sometimes the most shocking thing you can pull from a river isn't alive. It's a relic of what used to be.
Filled with rocks and paper. Nice polished rocks even. Yeah, I'm gonna open this one. It don't look like urine. Actually, there's no liquid in it. Dear, oh no. Dear Daddy, I wish you can come back and stay. I wish you never died so we could have spent more time together. And now it feels like I have no one. I wish that if you were alive, I could have everybody. I feel nobody loves me. Love, Journey, okay.
A magnet fisherman expects the usual: scrap metal, nails, maybe a rusty hook. Instead, his magnet locks onto something heavier. He pulls up a glass jar, sealed, stuffed with rocks and folded paper. At first it looks strange, maybe even like some kind of ritual. The camera zooms in as he pries it open. Inside notes: personal, heartbreaking. A child's handwriting spills across the page, words to a father who never came back. Dear Daddy, I wish you could stay. I wish you never died. Now I feel like nobody loves me. Silence hits harder than any scream. The man reading the letter can barely finish. His voice cracks. The crew goes quiet. Later, the family of the girl who wrote it confirmed it was real. A jar left drifting for years, carrying grief downstream. The fisherman decided to return it to the water, back to where it belonged. Not every discovery on a fishing trip is exciting. Some reveal pain. Some remind us how heavy a simple glass jar can be. It looks like a calm day on the water. The fisherman scans the waves when he notices it. Something long and dark, gliding just beneath. At first, it seems harmless, maybe driftwood. But driftwood doesn't move like this. The shape slithers with purpose, its smooth body cutting through the current like a shadow come to life. The camera zooms in, shaky with nerves. For a moment, the massive snake-like figure rises closer to the surface, then vanishes into the depths. No splash, no trail, just gone. The footage leaves one chilling thought. Sometimes the things lurking under the water only let you see them for a second, and that second is enough. A couple decides to try something unusual. Instead of baiting a hook, they dangle a hot dog just above the surface. Laughs, jokes, just harmless fun. Then the water erupts. A huge fish lunges, snapping the hot dog right out of their hands. But in the same instant, it clamps down on her hand. She screams, jerking back. The fish thrashes before letting go, sliding back beneath the surface. The camera zooms in. Her hand is shaking, red from the bite, but thankfully not badly injured. When they open the fish's mouth, they find something worse. A parasite, the kind that eats a fish's tongue, replaces it and lives inside its mouth. It looks like something out of a horror movie. Alive, moving, staring back from inside the fish's jaws. The couple laughs nervously, but the footage leaves a sick chill. The camera pans across a jagged cliff. Waves slam against the rocks below. Balanced on the edge are several fishermen, rods in hand. No railing, no safety net. Every step looks dangerous. One slip and the water would take them instantly. The footage captures the sheer power of the current, crashing and pulling as if daring them to fall. Still, they stand their ground, calm, focused, unfazed by the risk. To outsiders, it looks insane. To them, it's just another day chasing a catch. A quiet morning, lines in the water. The harbor looks still, then ripples spread. Something massive stirs beneath the surface. The camera shakes as voices rise. What is that? A whale breaks through, surfacing just feet from the fishing boats. Its size dwarfs everything around it. For a moment, the harbor feels too small, like the ocean itself just rose up inside it. The fishermen cheer, amazed, but the unease is real. If a whale can wander this close, what else could rise from the deep without warning? A rare encounter, and one none of them will forget. A fisherman reels in his line, expecting the usual, a trout, maybe a bass. But when the net comes up, it's nothing familiar. Inside, a translucent blob pulses in the sunlight. Gelatinous. Alien. Confusion fills the air. Someone guessed it's jellyfish. Another says it's some kind of plankton colony. The camera zooms in. Inside the clear body, a smaller predator moves. A tiny creature hollowing it out from within. It's called a frama, a rare parasite that takes over its host, shaping the body into a mobile shelter while it feeds. The footage is mesmerizing and disturbing all at once. A reminder that the water hides life forms stranger than anything you'd imagine. Not every shocking encounter is dangerous. Some just reveal how bizarre the natural world can be.
As I came up here, and this is mine. This is my track here. Goes up the hill. And I walked up here to the edge and I saw these. Huge, huge footprints. Let's see here. It's hard to see the screen because there's one right here. One right here, up there.
A fisherman hikes up from the shore, rod in hand. The camera pans down and freezes. Massive footprints, deep, wide, pressed into the mud. He places his own boot beside one. The difference is shocking. His foot looks tiny in comparison. The trail leads uphill step after step. He follows, narrating with disbelief. Then it ends. Just vanishes at the ridge. No drag marks. No sign of turning back. What's stranger, the only way to reach this remote spot is by boat. So what left prints this size out here? Some say Bigfoot. Others argue a trick of erosion. But on camera, the tracks look far too deliberate to ignore. The fisherman's voice says it best. That thing was massive.
Dude, no way.
Just guess it. That's fresh.
Oh, it's got a laser sight that was with it. Look at all these hollow points. This is definitely some type of murder weapon. It's a P80. I guess it's some type of Glock.
Yeah, it's a P80. That's not even a Glock thing.
How'd you get it?
With the magnet.
Okay. You got your ID on you?
Yeah.
Magnet fishing usually brings up junk. Bolts, nails, scraps of rust. But this pull is different. The magnet drags up a heavy black bag. Inside metal. Cold. Shaped like a weapon. They unzip it and there it is, a handgun, fresh looking, still loaded. Voices spike. No way, is that a Glock? The camera zooms in on the bullets, the laser sight, the missing serial number, a ghost gun. Tension rises. Nobody wants to be holding evidence from something darker. They call it in. First the non-emergency line, then 911. Police arrive quickly, gloves on, carefully bagging the weapon. They file a report, logging every detail. The strangest part? A shooting had taken place just up the road only weeks earlier. Could this gun be linked? Nobody knows. What started as a hobby suddenly turned into a crime scene. Proof that when you drag the riverbed, you never really know what you'll pull up. A group of friends takes their boat out, rods ready, waiting for a bite. The water is calm until the buzzing starts. At first, it's just a few bees circling. Annoying, but nothing unusual. Then, out of nowhere, the swarm descends. The footage shows the boat engulfed, dozens, then hundreds of bees clinging to the rails, crawling across the deck, filling the air. Panic sets in, shouts, frantic swats, nowhere to hide. The open water leaves no escape. The swarm grows aggressive, stinging, driving the group to their breaking point. With no other option, they abandon ship. Jumping into the water, they swim for shore, dragging the boat behind them to safety. The clip is pure chaos. Nature turning a simple fishing trip into a survival test.